Hey everyone. So this is probably the fourth or fifth video. I haven't decided whether I'm going to bunch them all together or, um, you know, download them one by one. But anyway, I have been working on this guitar. Real didn't want you to show uh, everything I've done so far. Um, just wanted you to know this is the guitar I've been working on. If I bunch all the videos together, then hey, you'll already know. But one of the things I ran into with said guitar is that I was trying to replace the one pickup setup in the neck position with a full-size humbucker. Now you'll notice this is actually a humbucker, and it has, this is from guitarfetish.com. It has their quick wick type deal where you can just unplug, plug in. Well, you know, that's nice and dandy, but let's talk about what happened. So anyway, the big reveal. So I got that humbucker in there. That's a Fender humbucker, Fender style, I should say. It was from the Guitar Fetish GFS pickups. And I ordered the pickguard too from GFS. Well, wasn't as easy as you would think. So putting the new pickup into the guitar onto the actual plate was, you know, that was pretty easy. You have to deal with the springs and all that jazz, but you know, I got that in there. And but the problem was when I went to put it into the guitar, this was my bad, totally my bad. The guitar was not routed for a humbucker. It was routed for a single coil. I just assumed, I thought I had taken this off once before and looked, but I assumed that it was routed. It had a, you know, an open cavity there that I could just drop this, you know, pickguard on there and put new strings on and voila. Well, no. I had to learn how to route. I asked a bunch of different friends, hey, you know, do you have I wanted kind of a, I wanted to use, I have a handheld router that I bought, and I wanted to use that handheld router, but I had practiced on a piece of wood to see how well I could route by hand. This is said piece of wood. This was basically kind of my first attempt right here. So you can see how jagged that was. So I was like, you know, I don't want to mess up the guitar completely. I mean, the guitar was only a couple $100, but I really didn't want to mess it up. And when my wife found out I was going to be trying to route it, she was like, no. So anyway, I assured her that I wasn't going to mess it up, but I needed a, I can never think of the right word, but just something that I could use as a guide, that I could put over the guitar and, you know, edge it out without going crazy and, you know, jacking up the whole guitar. So anyway, after probably about a month of the guitar sitting here and me not doing anything with it because I couldn't figure anything out, I'd asked a bunch of people. I ran into a guy who had a nice garage and he had all these tools, but he didn't have anything either. I eventually bought one of these and one of these. So on this piece of wood, I went ahead and put it on there with the clamp, and then I used the router, and then, you know, switched it to that position and that position, and was able to route it all right. You know, the pickguard covers up a lot of it. The reason why I'm not going to show you what's underneath the pickguard is because I have to take the neck off. And I don't want to do that again. It wasn't that complicated, but it was just such a hassle already with this. The other big issue that I was a little frustrated with is that I bought the guitar from GFS, Guitar Fetish, and the pickguard that I was replacing, I wanted, you know, an exact duplicate. But let's see if I can get this on here where you can see it. It's not an exact duplicate. So this one's actually a bit narrower in here, and it doesn't fit the same way. So I had to drill some holes, and then this is the biggest issue right here, is that this plate doesn't fit in the same spot. So you can see the gap there, right there. And that's kind of annoying. You know, I bought the pickguard from the same place I bought the guitar, and they don't really have a, I'm assuming the new pickguard was designed for a regular Fender Strat, and this pickguard, the other pickguard, was designed for their model, the Xavier. So anyway, if they had something on their website that was like replacement parts for Xavier, then it would make a heck of a lot easier. And then, you know, you could just, you know, take the old off and put the new on, and it would fit. But in this case, like I said, I had to drill some new holes, and I kind of have to look at this and know that it's not, you know, what I'd like. From a distance, can you see it? No. And it looks good, sounds good. So that's the story. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and I'm going to go ahead and give you a demo of what it sounds like. So take care and see you shortly.